Good morning and welcome to Carnival Radio newspaper review segment of Carnival Breakfast Show. I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemukoko. This morning we have some newspaper headlines from the Punch newspaper, the Nation newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, and the Daily Post newspaper. Over 1 million displaced household in Borno military. Over 1 million households displaced by years of insurgency have been settled by their ancestral homes across parts of Oyo State following sustained stabilization operations by troops of Operation Hedinkai. The theater commander, Operation Hedinkai, Major General Abdulsalami Abubakar, disclosed this on Wednesday while briefing journalists during a media tour organized by the Defense of Headquarters for Defense Respondents in Maiduguri. According to him, the settlement drive has enabled thousands of families to return to communities previously abandoned due to Boko Haram attacks, restoring livelihoods and socioeconomic activity in the area. General Abubakar listed some of the resettled communities to include Malam Fotori, Kekeno, Mala Jemel, Yewa, noting that Malam Fotoro alone has faced unresettled effort involving over 1 million households. Over 1 million displaced households resettled in Borno military. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Will give graduates industry-ready skills. The federal government has expressed its readiness to equip graduates with practical industry-ready skills. The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Alausa, stated at a retreat at the Governing Council of Chairman, Commissioners of Education, Rectors, Registrars, and Bosses yesterday in Abuja. The retreat with the theme Transforming Polytechnic Education in Nigeria, Renovation, Good Governance, and Sustainability of National Development was organized by the Council of Heads of Polytechnic and Colleges of Technology in Nigeria. Alausa also announced a special tertiary education trust fund, TED Fund, intervention to upgrade the Polytechnic Engineering Department with state-of-the-art equipment, following similar intervention in medical colleges last year. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Will give graduates industry-ready skills. Wike appoints Sani Daura as Senior Special Assistant to Protocol Matters. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, has appointed Mr. Sani Musa Daura as a Senior Special Assistant on Protocol Matters. A statement on Wednesday by the Minister's Senior Special Assistant on Public Communication and Social Media described Sani Daura as a seasoned civil servant with over 30 years' experience in FCTA Protocol Department. The appointment will take effect from the date of his retirement from civil service. This news was sourced from Vanguard newspaper. Wike appoints Sani Daura as Senior Special Assistant on Protocol Matters. And on Makoko demolition, housing group once again forcing residents into homelessness. The Housing Development Advocacy Network, HDAN, has raised serious concerns over the continued demolition of residential buildings in Makoko, Lagos State, warning that the exercise has displaced numerous families and plugged residents into uncertainty. Related to the situation, the executive director of HDAN, Mr. Fetus Adebayo, acknowledged the Lagos State government's explanation that some of the affected structure were located beneath high-tension power lines and therefore constituted safety hazards. He, however, stressed that addressing safety issues must not come at the expense of the rights, welfare, and dignity of vulnerable citizens. According to Adebayo, enforcing planning regulations without putting human safeguards in place risks worsening poverty and social dislocation. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. Makoko demolition, housing group once again forcing residents into homelessness. Power outage in Kano as KEDCO workers embarked on indefinite strike. The Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Company and the National Union of Electricity Employers of the Kano Electricity Distribution Company have commenced an indefinite strike over alleged poor working conditions. The strike, which began on Wednesday, followed the failure of the company's management to meet workers' demand after the expiration of the deadline on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. Following the commencement of the strike, Kano Metropolis and its environs have been thrown into darkness while socio-economic activities have been disrupted. Speaking to journalists on Wednesday, shortly after picketing the KEDCO head office, the Deputy President General North of SSAEAC, Rilwan Shehu, lamented the lingering disputes between workers and the management. Also speaking, the Vice President Northeast of NUEE, Adogaya, accused KEDCO management of bias in recent staff promotions. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Power outage in Kano as KEDCO workers embarked on indefinite strike. And that wraps up our newspaper review segment of our Carnival Breakfast Show. Do not forget to check out our app on Google Play Store, Carnival Media, and also on our website www.carnivalmedia.ng. Once again, I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemukoko. Do have a pleasant day.